Hey, how's it going? Just picked up a pretty awesome 22 caliber Henry AR-7 U.S. survival rifle. Pretty cool. Pretty inexpensive for a rifle. It's about 200 bucks, plus all the other fees and whatnot. But one of the things I really liked about this, which led me to buying it, was the fact that everything folds up and disassembles and fits in here. I shouldn't say folds up, disassembles and fits inside the buttstock and makes everything all compact. So it ends up being that size. Perfect for camping, hiking, backpacking, in a vehicle if that's allowed in your state. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like I said, everything disassembles and fits into the buttstock, which is waterproof. The seal here is apparently waterproof. I haven't thrown mine into any bodies of water or anything like that. I just got it, but I've seen other reviews where people have put them in swimming pools to test it out and stuff like that. And apparently they do float and they are waterproof. So that's another advantage to this thing, which is pretty cool. Everything's pretty compact and small, which is another benefit. Like I said, everything fits into the end there, and I'll show you how that works in a second. Assembling everything is pretty easy, which I'll also show you in a second here. Like I said, the buttstock here is a nice, hard, sturdy, waterproof plastic, polymer or something, I would imagine. Here's the action and the receiver. Pretty awesome, real heavy duty. That's metal. It's not plastic or anything like that. One of the things I really like about the receiver too, which makes it compact, which I'm sure is part of the design to get it to fit in the buttstock, but the lever kind of folds in and comes out, which is great, which obviously makes cocking the rifle super easy. The fact that it comes out, slides in to fit in there. Magazine holds 8 rounds. Obviously it's unloaded, which brings me to my point. One thing you want to do is always make sure your firearm's unloaded before you disassemble it, or assemble it for that matter. Always check. I should have said that before, but yes, this is unloaded, of course. The barrel is 16.5 inches. One thing that's pretty awesome about this barrel is it does come dipped, so pretty rust resistant. I mean, you'd have to be really careless and really hard on the rifle, I think, to get it to rust. So it does come dipped, which is nice, and like I said, that'll help prevent rust and other stuff like that. So everything fits together like so. The stock here, obviously you can see it's a little lopsided in shape. That's to obviously make room for the storage inside the butt there, and I'll show you how that works in a second. So this is pretty easy. The receiver just slides on, and the way you get it to tighten up there's a screw on the bottom, which I'll show you here in just a moment. As you can see, I'm doing this one-handed, so forgive me a second, but it really is that easy to where you can do it one-handed. So ta-da. There's a screw right there on the bottom, little thumb screw there, and that stays in place. You don't have to worry about it falling out or anything, and that holds the receiver to the stock. Pretty awesome. Alright, next comes the barrel, obviously. Now you can see there's a little groove right there above the threads. There we go. It lines up here on the barrel. There's a little eye there. You can see it right there on top. Ding. So that lines right up there in that groove. And to make sure it's seated correctly, I like to just push it. Get a little pushback from the action spring there. Make sure everything's nice and tight. And it twists on like so. Pretty easy. Bang, and you're assembled. Boom. Pretty nifty. Alright, and it disassembles just as easily. So I'll show you that. And like I said, why we have it like this. One thing you can notice here is the shape. So it is funny shaped, which you'll get used to, as you mess around with it, but it is funny. Now, I'm going to tighten it the rest of the way, just so you can, I'm going to show you something else. There we go. Now, you can see here, it does look like there's a gap in between the stock and the receiver. There is not, actually. That's just how it's made, for the storage. So I wanted to show you that So that way you can see that it does fit flush against the receiver. And obviously you never want to point a firearm at yourself, so I'm pointing kind of off to the side there. And like I said, you can see it fits flush. Now the sights are pretty awesome. You can see there it's a peephole sight. I'll try and get the, oh, there we go. Bang. Peephole sight. Takes a minute to get used to if you've never worked with them before, if you've never shot with them before. But this thing is pretty accurate right out of the box. So I've adjusted mine a little bit, but for the most part, it's pretty accurate right out of the box. And like I said, it disassembles just as easily. Show you that. You just unscrew the barrel here. Comes right off like that. And then, like I said, you just unscrew the thing there, the screw there, and the receiver will come right off. There we go. Voila. Comes right off. And there you have it. Pretty awesome. And like I said, everything fits compactly into the stock, which you probably heard me say a couple of times now. Obviously the magazine fits in there like that. Unloaded there. So everything fits nice and compact inside there, which is pretty great. Everything has its own place and it closes up nicely. And the barrel slides in like so. Bang. Room for 2 magazines. There's the other one. 1 and 2. Boom. Buttstock fits on the end there. Clips right on. Takes a little bit of effort to get this on and off, which I really like too, so you don't have to worry about this thing just randomly coming off, you know, while you're walking around with it. So yeah, just clips on the end there, and there you have it. The Henry AR-7 22 caliber survival rifle. I recommend it, and it is a great buy, especially for the price. And yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thanks.